Hello everybody, Papa Blue Shirt here. I am going to work on my wife's Rad Mini today. My wife has a Rad Mini step through and she's been riding around on a bald tire for a while, and so I figured, well, it's about time for me to change it. So that's what we're going to do today. So stay tuned for this episode. Here's how many miles she has on it. 3195, I believe it is. I got these handlebar mitts on here, and I'm gonna take this old moving blanket here and I'm gonna lay it down, and I think it'll lay upside down. Gonna have to lose her doggy treats here, so we don't dump those out on the floor. But let's get going on that. All right, I decided to just hang a strap from the ceiling and that'll keep the wheel off the ground just a little bit, and then I can work on it. But first thing I gotta do is take this guard off. Got this real nice T set here. I like these. Make it really nice, really easy to work on. Especially when you go to adjust the brakes, because these T-handles will fit right through there. Let's see what size this is. 4mm. So let's take this guard off here. There's a keeper here, but there's also a little nut on this side that holds the wheel on. I'll loosen this up and take this off. And I got an 18mm here. Loosen that baby up. Okay, now I gotta disconnect this here. Got a little zip tie there. So you can, there's an arrow right here on both sides of that. Lets you know where to put the plug back in. So that's nice. Goes in just one way. Now we'll raise it up in the air and see if we can get this off. All right, now I set it up on a 5-gallon pail. It's probably the easiest way to do this. I'm gonna let the air out of the tire. Fat tires are usually easy to change. Let's see how this one goes, but they're usually really easy. Got these little tire things here. I'll leave a link for these down below. They weren't very expensive. try to use the same tube again, so let's see how that goes. Be a little rough at first getting it started. Once you get the edge off, it'll come real easy. Yeah. Once you get that edge, it'll come off real easy. Okay, there's one side. Now we need to pull the tube out. You don't want to risk messing that up, especially if you're going to reuse it. Just pull where the stem is. All right. Eco trick, I can pretty much take the tire off just with my hands. This one needs a little help. Okay, that's that. Here's my new tire. You want to make sure you got them going the right direction, because there is directions on the. This says rotation somewhere on here, I saw it. There we go. Rotation this way. Let's find it on this one. Rotation this way. So this should be it. Should be it. All right. Now to put this one on, you just put it on the opposite way. Just like you did, like you took it off, you put it on the opposite way. You want to put just the one side on first, because you got to get the tube in. There, put one side. Now I'm going to find that hole again for the tube. Appears to have a little bit of wear here and there, but I think it's going to be all right yet. I'll let some more air out of this. I'm just going to inspect the hub here. Everything looks really good. See, it looks brand new in there after all those miles. So, we find some air and get this aired up a little bit. All right, I just put a little bit of air in here just to help it keep its form. In tubes, I don't think it matters which way you put them in. There's no rotation, I don't believe, on them. So, see if we can do this. Line up the hole here. don't want to pinch your tube. So you just want to make sure that it's far enough in there so it doesn't get caught on the edge. And most of this you can do with just your hands. That way you can make sure the tube's out of the way. Right to the edge here. And then we'll just make sure the tube's out of the way here. Looks like it is. You don't want to keep doing it around because you just keep walking it all the way around. Almost one little spot. One little spot. Might get that back in there a little bit, right? Alright. There we go. It's on there. Now, put air in it. See what we got. It's all set up. Got to turn my air compressor on, so I'll turn this off. Alright, then we inflate it to 30 pounds, I believe it said. Yep. All right, I decided it'd be easier. Tip this bad boy upside down. Should have done that to begin with. Note to self. Next time, tip it upside down. Whole heck of a lot easier, I think. All right. Pull this chain up. Paste the kickstand. That's the hardest part of the whole thing right here. Well, I decided to take a look at my brakes while I got the chain off. While I got the tire off, it'd be so much easier to do. It looks like our brakes are pretty much gone. Hopefully it'll be the same. That's on my Eco Trick. That's what I ordered mine for. But I got like 7,000 miles on mine and I still haven't had to change my brakes. But she rides her brakes a lot more than I do. She'll be so happy I put new brakes on. yeah. This is what her brakes look like. See that nice groove there? Nice groove. It's almost to the end. Still a little bit left, but getting there. Definitely need to put some on there. Yep, looks like they're the same. Looks like they're the same, so let's see if I can get this in there. Yeah. Maybe you're supposed to leave that on until you're done. This little zip tie on there to hold it all together. So all the adjustments I made on her brakes because she was using them so much. Okay. Now I'll try it. Oh yeah. That's nice. Stick this cotter pin in there. Make sure it goes through both of the brake pads. Yep, it is. Alright. There. Pretty easy to put brakes on. There you go. Now it'll go in there. There we go. Trying to get it to sit down all the way. And then this screw goes in here. What this screw does is it keeps your wheel on. If your nut gets loose, it'll keep your wheel on, keep your wheel from falling off. Last thing you want is your wheel to fall off while you're going down the road. I hate that when that happens. Kind of messes up your day when your wheel falls off. Oh yeah, that's gonna be nice. I think I'm gonna clean the chain and everything while it's upside down here. That'll make it nice to work on. Go ahead and tighten this bad boy up. All right. Yeah, just gotta tighten the wheel back up. Make sure we're going like it's supposed to be here. This will be all right for these miles. Next time I take it off, I'll put a new rotor disc on there. might not get as many miles out of these brake pads as we did the other. But that's okay. All right. Don't think this is going nowhere. And for this, I'm just going to slide this cover back down here like so. Push that on straight. And this, just have to pay attention to the arrows. There's an arrow here somewhere. There it is. Make sure the arrows are lined up. Now I'll get me a zip tie and I'll be set. Alright. Get the zip tie in there. Probably want to make sure you put the zip tie in there because you don't want this thing to come unplugged halfway and then cause you to have a short out or something. So it's probably a pretty good thing to put this back. Alright. Scissors and cut that off and we'll be set. Alright. Now I think I'll oil the chain and stuff. Alright, I went ahead and changed the brakes on the front too. Just did the same process. And we'll flip it around here and we'll see if we can get them adjusted. A little bit easier on the front because there's no chain to deal with. Almost forgot to put my derailleur guard back on. But let's see what we got here. This cable goes outside this thing here. It helps I have another one here to look at. Don't try to put it inside or nothing. So the cable goes outside the guard. This is basically just a thing to help protect if you lay it down. You don't have to bend up the derailleur. Basically all this is for. Otherwise, if you laid it down, you might hurt the derailleur. Make it not work very good no more. Snug this up here. These small ones are so long that you got so much pressure. I'm afraid I'll break this thing. All right. Now, just have to flip it over. See if I can do this. Feels halfway decent now, but I'll put a couple turns on this. I want that adjuster to fall out. Mama likes a lot of brakes. If the brake thing goes halfway down, she thinks she don't have no brakes. Well, that's what it looks like. Took it for a little test ride and ride really nice. But now Mama's going to take it out and see what she thinks. See how Mama likes it.
Hey, this is my new bike. Well, actually, it just has new parts. A tire.
And brakes.
And brakes. And brakes. Oh, I gotta turn down, y'all. All right. Nice brakes. They don't squeak.
Yeah, she likes her brakes.
Here, boy.
See how Mama likes it, and then I'll decide if I want to go. You get back.
You know, you can't test it by me about cold.
Yeah, but
My brakes weren't great, and the tire. I really can't tell much about the tire. You know.
put a lot. It only had like 10 pounds in it before, and it's got like 25, so it's probably a harder ride.
Yeah, maybe, but I loved it. It was great. The only thing I didn't like out there today was the wind. The wind was horrible. It wanted to take my bike everywhere. So I had to be careful. But other than that, I got 8 miles in, so I guess that's pretty good on a cold, windy day.
Yep.
Windy day.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Alrighty. Well, this is Papa Blue Shirt. Thanks for watching. A few things I learned. Turn the bike upside down. It's a whole lot easier. I know you only say not to stick it upside down because of the controls and stuff, but just put a pillow or something up there. A whole heck of a lot easier that way. And I was able to work on the chain, put new brakes on, something that was needing. So I'm glad to get all that done. And her tire was really getting bad. There was some tread left, but not tread, but I mean there was a little bit of thickness of the tire. But I think they put that blue line in there to let you know, hey, it's gonna go flat soon. Anyways, it's Papa Blue Shirt. I thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and may the good Lord take a liking to you.
May the good Lord take a liking to you. Hallelujah. May He spread His blessings on your trail. Hallelujah. May He be your guide anywhere you ride, and be always your host when you're needing Him most. May the good Lord take a liking.